Great. Hi, my name is Robert Bailey, and I am the head of sales here at Laurent Ferrier. Today I will present to you our release from this Watches and Wonders. So this is our classic auto. So this is our everyday, easy-to-wear traveler, automatic movement. And here you can see the decoration level that we have on the back of the case. So we have a big barrel spring inside this watch, and because we have a big barrel spring, we have a platinum mass to wind it up. Also, you see the rotor bridge here looks a bit like a bird, with the beak here going off to the right, and that's why the mass here has been decorated to look a little bit like feathers. So all of the Geneva stripes, or the Côte de Genève, are done by hand, as is the perlage and all of the flanks and all of the angles that you can see here on the back of the watch. So it's a 40mm steel case, and on the dial side, here you have a vertical satin finish. You have a circular satin finish around the edge, and then you have a snailed or an azuré small second satin. Quite an interesting technique to decorate the dial. It's a galvanic silver coated dial, and the blue color comes from a blue lacquer that's applied on top. So the advantage of this kind of construction, or this kind of decoration of the dial, is that it really highlights the finishing that you can see on the dial. One thing that I particularly like as well is this stretched date window. So you hear this is a bit longer than it usually would be, so that it's the same length as the 9 o'clock index that is opposite and creates balance across the dial. Also, the other advantage is that more light gets onto the dial, so you can see it more clearly and you can read the date with ease.
Nice. Do you illustrate a little bit your technology here?
Yeah, so this one is a different kind of movement. So this one is our natural escapement movement. And so if you imagine that basically down here you have all of the gear train coming down the watch, you have a second wheel that's here, this is a demultiplier to slow everything down, and then you have the escapement wheels that follow on from there. So this is the first escapement wheel, this is the second escapement wheel. On this knob here, you would have the balance wheel, which would be about 1 meter in diameter if it were to scale. So the way that this special kind of escapement works is that basically the balance wheel would spin. This is the first impact here, where this tooth hits into the silicon lever that is here, and will disengage it from this tooth that is holding it here. And at this moment the wheels spin. Then you see here, this tooth here is smacked, hits into this moustache, as we call it, so this blue arm, and basically pushes the lever over to the other side. So an interesting fact is that in real life, that area of contact that you just saw is 11 microns, so 1/100th of a millimeter of overlap between the tooth and the blue lever.
This is micromechanics.
Yes, very much so. And then as you see, so the lever is being pushed over to the other side, and then the second escapement wheel comes to rest here. And then once again, the balance wheel swings and the process will start again.
Is this unique to your brand?
Yes, well,
this design?
So basically, the original design was invented by Abraham-Louis Breguet a couple of 100 years ago, but he made it out of gold. So we've basically redesigned the movement using these nickel-phosphorus escapement wheels that are produced using a LIGA process, and so it's much, much more stable than Breguet's original design. So no, the design is not ours, but we have certainly kind of tailor-made it to our own specification.
Can we see here in the front?
Yeah.
Is it different colors, different designs that you have right here?
So this one is our manual wind. So you can see on the back here, it's a manual wind origin that you have here. This is the Sport Auto, once again with the Swiss lever escapements.
Nice.
Yep. And then the natural escapements. Yeah. So yeah, so this one is the classic moon. This is our annual calendar moon phase, which we very happily won a GPHG for last year.
Does that mean best of show?
Yeah, so like the GPHG is a bit like the Oscars for the watch world. So it's the Grand Prix de l'Horlogerie de Genève, and we won it for the best calendar and astronomy watch category. And then once again, this is the watch we were showing you earlier, which is our classic auto.
Can you talk a little bit about the brand, the history?
Yep, so basically the brand, Mr. Ferrier, worked for 37 years for a big well-known brand that is exposing here at the show. He was the head of design for that brand for many, many years. And then in 2008, he left that company at the age of 63 to found his own company in 2009 and released his first watch, the classic tourbillon, for which they won a GPHG in 2010.
It sometimes happens that the geniuses in the watch industry want to do their own thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think that was his reason for wanting to set up the company, that he really wanted the freedom and the opportunity to be able to create his own watch.
All right, go all the way with the vision.
So,
to go all the way with the vision, original vision.
So the original vision basically is to do simple things, but to do them well. So if you ask Mr. Ferrier, like, what is he trying to do? He'll say, we're not trying to do anything revolutionary. We're not trying to do anything particularly new. We're trying to do simple things, but by looking after all of the details, that hopefully the sum of those details provides you with something special.